Tomb of the River, also known as Paid in Blood, is a Korean crime thriller film that I watched on Amazon Prime. This one is about Gil-suk. He is an older gangster who tries to keep the peace. He is going to be gifted a special expensive resort by his boss, and of course this irritates his brethren of the criminal underworld. There's other gang leaders that are jealous of him, so they pick fights. However, all of this becomes irrelevant with Lee Min-suk. He is a violent upstart played by Jang-hyuk. He's really good in a cold role. He used to be a gangster, but he was pushed aside and left the group and becomes a debt collector and uses this sort of debt collecting agency to put his thumb on other people and have them do things for him so that he can start a bloody climb to the top. So this is a very simple, action-packed crime thriller film. It's very noirish. There's lots of the staples of the Korean gangster film. There's, knife fights, there's all sorts of backstabbing. For the most part, I liked this film. It was really interesting. I liked seeing Jang-hyuk in a more villainous role. I've seen him in more heroic, stoic films like The Swordsman, as well as The Killer, A Girl Deserves to Die. So this one, he gets to flex his villainous chops, and for the most part, he's good, but I really didn't like the film's ending. The third act definitely falls into a more bland nature. It doesn't really explore the whole cyclical nature of violence, and we get a very reactive protagonist. He's interesting at parts, but the movie also does manage to build up some really rich characters and side characters. There's a lead henchman on both sides that have a lot of witty repartee, and they have a big battle throughout the film. And there's also another character who gets a nice monologue. So Paid in Full is a pretty solid crime thriller film. It's definitely not a classic. It goes through all the beats that you want for a crime thriller film, even if the third act is a little bit undemanding or not as exciting as it should be. So overall, Paid in Blood is a decent Korean film, and I give it a 6 out of 10.